What's up, Mini Cooper? What's up, Giovanni? I'll be doing a pretty short stream today. Like like usual. Fridays, Saturdays, Mondays usually are pretty short streams. I'm actually contemplating not streaming at all on, almost at all on Friday, Saturday. But I don't know. Maybe later I'll eventually get to that point. I think I'm gonna do that during Nether Massacre, where I spend 3 days off streaming, and then the rest of the days I'm gonna be doing on focusing on something like programming or learning subjects or anything of that sort, really. What's up, Elon Musk? I don't know how to feel about that that comment. I don't think I actually, do I even have a music disc this one? I don't know. I actually don't know. Can you say, it's like, I'm gonna read the entire comment. Can you say yes to me, lol, yes I am, lol, yes I do, have it in a few days. Wait, yeah, have it a few days before my hair looks good. What? Lol, lol, yes. Oh, Jesus. I don't really think if I have any. I don't think I actually have a music. I don't think I have a single music disc as well. I definitely could be wrong about that. I'm not gonna lie. Music discs are one of those things I think I could have. I probably, if I do have some, if I, if I've seen one, or let me say this, if I've seen one, I probably have kept it. Because it's one of those few materials that, when I was, reorganizing my entire world, basically, I don't remember seeing a single music disc when I collected it, or with all the collections of weird materials and stuff like that that I had. I think it's crazy that I've spent over, I think since the beginning of this section, or not the beginning of the section, the beginning of the first, not first section, the 75% section, like the very beginning of that section, I've spent over 300 hours at this point, since the beginning of that section till now. So it's taken me just over 300 hours to go from, to mine a 431 by 100 and a 431 by 31 section, which isn't that bad, and part of another 431 by 100 section. Which is not that bad in the grand scheme of things. I know it sounds ridiculous. I spent 300 hours just doing that alone. Just that one section and part of this one and the little tiny section. Roughly 300. It was like 280 or something like that, but if you account for all the minutes and stuff like that, it's probably closer to 300 than my estimation. Which kind of means that this project isn't as bad as you would think. I mean, if I average around 150 hours per section, and there are, I think, 20 sections total or something like that. Let's do this. This is probably the most accurate way to do it. 16. Okay, never mind. 16 sections. 16 times 150, 2,400 hours. It's not that bad in terms of time, but that's if you're really booking it and you constantly are perfect throughout the entire project. You can get the entire thing done in actually a reasonable amount of time, but breaking pickaxes, dealing with ore, dealing with stuff like that. Oh my god. It's at least a minimum of a 2,500 hour project, which is insane. Minimum 2,500 hour project. Bare bones minimum 2,500 hours. This is if somehow you pretty much never had to go to the Ender Dragon. Pretty much stuff like that. Roughly 150 hours or something like that per section. Probably a little bit more. I could figure it out probably with the 431 or with the 75% section. I mean, you gotta think the excavation one, the deep ocean section that I had took 200 hours. It's not even counting the multiple deep ocean ones, which probably took somewhere around 200 again. Same amount of time. So just that part alone probably took over 600 to 700 hours. Just those like 3 sections. I think even if you collected everything material, then it's a glitch fest. Yes, that's... Yep, that's my about section in my page. It may seem a bit weird when you say building a legacy, but it is technically building a legacy. It's not exactly, I know it doesn't really sound correct because I'm mining a world, but it's technically correct because it's building a legacy. Because it wouldn't make any sense if I said I was mining a legacy. That doesn't make any sense. Oh yes. Building a super legacy. Wait, why'd you put that in the comment section just out of curiosity? Seems kind of random. What? Pickaxes? God dang it. Did it again. I swear to God, how many times am I gonna break these pickaxes? Seriously, it's so frustrating. I think I need to look. I need to get my view back a little bit. Get rid of this little whatever this is over here. That's pretty cool. Maybe you can beat Phil's record of 5 years. I don't know how they calculate how long you survive a hardcore world, because you could literally just create a world and just not play it for a while, and then I don't know how. It just doesn't make any sense as a world record because it's so easy to exploit, but it would seem pretty easy unless there's some weird caveats to the world record. Just like how on Kurt J Max, the farthest journey to the or the longest journey to the far lands for some reason can't be ever acquired for some reason. If you want to do it, go ahead, but I'm just saying somebody's already doing that. Just gotta mention that real fast. So if your incentive to do it was because you're the first one to do it, then in survival, legitimate survival without any nether traveling, then just gonna keep you in mind, keep it in just keep it in your mind that somebody's already doing it right now, and they're making quick progress of it. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what he's finishing. How far is he? Not exactly what I was looking for. 296. I wonder how far he is. $4 million, that's understandable. He's, what is he, like 7th of the way there? It's pretty crazy though. Do one more layer on this thing and then I'll be good. So it's at least reasonably even to the other side. It's at least 1 block high instead of 2 blocks high even. At least it'll kinda match the seafloor. Never mind, I did 2. Without even really thinking about it. Oh well, it's fine. Not that big of a deal. What's up, K-Bros? I just realized I don't actually have any sound. For some reason, I never noticed that till now, because I thought I clicked on it, the capture card icon on the desktop, but apparently I didn't. I'm surprised nobody said anything. Cool, man. This is a solo project, so yeah, you can tell us there if you want to. I couldn't really tell if you were kidding, because many people ask in the exact same format, so I'm just gonna mention that. Basically impossible for me to tell if it was a joke or not. What the heck? I haven't played 1.17 yet. Oh, I've played a little bit on Java, but Yes, I will be doing the nether. And the end. I'd give Minecraft music actually an 8 because Minecraft music really depends on the situation. In this case, it's actually pretty nice. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice music. It's just really depends on the situation a lot of the times. I mean, to be fair, I don't really care too much about music in general. It's just, certain situations are actually pretty nice for certain types of music. Yeah, I have mobs off on peaceful because I am not dealing with that. Not with this project. See ya, cool man. Nice little stretch. Got stolen. So Jack, that's really unfortunate. What's up, Cassie? Hey, look at this. More, fossils. mining assassin. Doing pretty good. Jonah. Um, really, I would say just continuous progress, really, in my opinion, for at least for me. Always showing and making progress consistently. Pretty much always knowing that I have progress being made constantly. That's probably the main thing I would say. and keeping everything else in order, I guess you could say, in your life. Because generally speaking, when you're generally burnout happens when you have chaos in other areas of your life. But if you straighten those up, then and you don't over pressure yourself to do certain things, then burnout shouldn't really happen. That's how I've avoided burnout. I used to burn out. It was only because I had no clue what I was doing in the rest of my life, and the internal pressure just kept building and building and building, and I just gave in to it. Chips? I mean, somewhat, yeah. God, that's close. Yeah, it's literally just killing the dragon. I've probably killed the dragon over 800 times at this point. I'm pretty sure on that. Or at least roughly that much. I don't have any statistics, unfortunately. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's my estimate on it. Based on the amount of pickaxes I've had average throughout the entire world, combined with the amount of blocks I've mined, subtracting the water to it, and that's pretty much what the heck. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, unfortunately Java's the only one that has... I mean, it has leaderboards, but... I hate when the dragon puts it perfectly in the spot where I have to go out and... It's quite frustrating sometimes. I mean, there's some people that have some insane statistics, like a guy who had mined over 3 million resources or something like that. Funny enough, the weird part about it though, I have the same amount of diamonds as that guy though, which is the weird part at the time. It was kind of weird. But actually I technically have more at this point if I mine all the ore, or yeah, if I mine all the diamonds in the chest, all the diamond ore. He has way more coal and iron though. He has like 5 times as much iron. It's kind of ridiculous actually. I only have like 100k, is like 500k, which is probably what majority of the extra resources is. I mean, I know I'm saying only 100k. It sounds ridiculous saying that, only having 100,000 iron. I've died a few times. I don't know how many though. Wait till I get to the nether, then I'm probably gonna die multiple times. I mean, to be fair, most of the time I usually don't die because even if I have close calls, I can just save without exiting, or exit without saving. And fortunately, that's a thing that I can do so I can avoid death. But there are some times where dying just is too quick. Like jumping off the edge and realizing I don't have any armor on and I do like a frame perfect quit. By the time I realize what happened. And do mind you, it's not a complete accident. There's no way I actually time a frame perfect quit. But it's pretty close to frame perfect. Probably. It's almost instantaneous. I actually thought about the fact that maybe people who are unsubscribing don't actually understand what my main goal of you died 8 million times. Wait, how is that even possible? How do you die 8 million times? $8 million still sounds, it's still kind of ridiculous. Because even if you created, what is it, 100 worlds or something like that? Yeah, even if you created 100 worlds, you'd still have to die 80 times, 80,000 times on average every single world. You still have to die 2,000 times per world if you created 3,000 worlds every single time. 2,666.66667 times. For every world 3,000 times over. Also, how do you calculate 8,000 times over? Did you just look at statistics, or did you, how do you calculate something like that? Especially when you said you even play different versions of Minecraft, which the only versions that actually have statistics is Java, and I know you played Beyond Java. You even mentioned it in one of the streams. I don't know how you could possibly calculate something like that. Even roughly estimate. Especially 8 million times. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna mention that you would almost have to create a world daily for 12 years straight to create 3,000 worlds. Daily. Oh, never mind. 9 years? That makes it even less. Since the conception of Minecraft, you'd have to create a world almost daily if you want to do 3,000. What's the point in creating that many worlds? You literally have to almost go daily every single day for 9 years straight of creating worlds. Every single day. And how do you have enough time to die 200 times? Per daily. Like you would actually have to just kill yourself basically every single day in a game every single day 250 times per day for 9 years straight. Literally. 250 times daily every single day for every single world you created. Just to wrap your head around that real fast. Is that Maddie? Unless there are probably some worlds. What do you do in these worlds? Actually, I'm kind of curious. What do you do in these worlds to create 3,000 worlds over 9 years? So you've created 3,000 worlds and still have time to play realms with your friends over 9 year period? And die 8 million times, 266 times, every single world created? Nice. Dude, you should just post that on your channel. I mean, it would be kind of still hard to believe because you technically don't have any evidence of you dying 8 million times. Because of the different versions, but I mean, I guess. I mean, you probably already have the record, let's be honest here. I'm pretty sure dying 8 million times. Do you do anything else in these worlds besides just dying? Because there's no way you play normal survival and die 266 times per world. There's no way. Not for 9 years straight. Every day. There's no way. Especially when you have to eat and sleep. There's probably something you do. I mean, the auto death thing probably is a big contributing factor to it. Like, what else do you do? That's pretty interesting though, that you have a most times died. Or you're trying to go for the most times died. That actually it at least makes your thing of dying 8 million times at least somewhat more plausible. Or makes more sense. You should have probably mentioned that when you first said your statistic of dying 8 million times. Okay, so you just let it run, basically? All day, every single day? Okay, that makes way more sense now. Glad I clarified that, because my god, I'm glad you clarified it. Glad I asked questions to clarify it, because that's why I clarify things. It may be annoying to people, but there's a reason I do it. That's pretty interesting, though, that you're doing that. Are you doing any video evidence or anything like that? Because it's kind of hard to get a record without any video evidence. Actually, no, you have statistics, don't you? Never mind. Never mind, I forgot about statistics. You don't have to worry about that. I would still do some video evidence, though. At least if you try to go for a record. I mean, you probably already have the record. What are you at right now? Because I think you would think you would have to be on one world. What's the most deaths you've gotten in one world? At the moment. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Definitely, you could probably send it now, let's be honest here. There's no way somebody's died over 700,000 times. I mean, unless somebody has literally the same idea, which, I mean, yeah, that is a possibility, but, I mean, has anybody died more than 700,000 times in a world? Not, well, I mean, even purposely, like, having the intentions of building an auto death machine. Yeah, you probably should have clarified before. I mean, yeah, I was kind of in the position to ask questions, so it would make sense, of why you wouldn't give information. I mean, I've done that before. If I said I mined an entire classic world, people would start questioning me immediately. Be like, where's your evidence? How many this? How many that? How did you do this? I spent something years. How long does this take you? Stuff like that. You probably should. At least a little bit of video. I mean, you have statistics. I would recommend putting it in one world. I mean, you don't have to do it in one world, but I would probably say your better bet. Just to make it, a little bit easier to understand and do video evidence on. It's probably just do the world record on one video. Just make a video, I died 1 million times in Minecraft. Make a do a video like that. Once you get to that point. See if anything happens to your channel. It would be interesting to see. You can even make it a YouTube short if you wanted to. And then see if anybody pops up and see if it goes, blows up or not. You know, you could just have your entire channel just be insane statistics. That'd be kind of funny. Dying 1 million times, riding some minecart a certain amount of time, or anything of that sort. Just do some ridiculous statistics. Just form your channel around statistics. I think that would be kind of interesting. Just build products over the statistics. There may not be too many. Hopefully some of them don't take too much time, but I mean some of them probably will take forever, but I think it would be kind of funny to do. And then just make YouTube short videos off of them and then you'll be golden. I don't know how many people would actually see them, but I think it would be pretty eye-catching, let's be honest here. Like if some person like the Cave Master, whatever his name was, made a video on his 3 million ore. No, it's Master Caver. If Master Caver made a video on his insane 3 million or 3 million. Video or just 3 million or thing, he would be it would be pretty nice for him. So, but yeah. It's just something to consider, because if you do want, I mean, if you don't really care too much about your channel that much in terms of growth, then don't worry about building a theme. But if you want to actually have good growth, I would recommend building some kind of build a niche in this game, because let's be honest, this game is so big, anybody can really build a niche. They could even take another niche almost in a way and still do pretty okay. But building your own niche would be extremely powerful in this game. Because the game is so big, I mean, as long as the niche isn't too small where you can't really do anything of it. This niche is almost the niche that I'm in, which is mining projects basically, is kind of almost too small on its own. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing it really for the project, so it's not like it's not that big of a deal. Jesus Christ, yeah. I understand. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot more sense why, why you have so many deaths. It's like 2 seconds per death, almost. Calculator. Let's see. Uh, 40,000 deaths daily almost. In an entire month, you'd have over 200, almost 300, I'd probably at around 300,000 deaths weekly. And then it's at like 1.5 million deaths yearly. That's only if you, that's literally if you left the game up for an entire year though. Non-stop. Which would be horrible. Probably for the machine. I mean, to be fair, they always say that actually turning off and turning on your system every single, not every single day, but just constantly. Like, if you turn on your system and then turned it on, turned it off, turn it on, like, every day, like, several times per day, apparently it runs down the system way more than leaving it on. I still don't know about leaving it on every single day type of thing. I don't know how that works versus... I don't know what the most efficient power method, I guess you could say, for... What's up, Ahmed? What do you mean? How my pickaxe doesn't break? That's terrifying. If you had 700,000, it's roughly half a year. If you go based off of the calculations, about 2. It's pretty impressive. I definitely don't give computers enough credit. I don't think a lot of people give computers enough credit when it comes to durability and performance and stuff like that. I think it's because people are too big into the new trends and new CPUs and GPUs. They don't give computers enough credit really when it comes to durability. Phones, on the other hand, they just aren't that durable. Let's be honest here. They're really not. Not even close. They just don't last as long. Not even. I mean, it does kind of depend on the phone you get, but for, I would say probably the average phone definitely doesn't last nearly as long as a computer. I mean, your record is so niche. That you may actually get some pretty good attention with that with that specific record. Mine is definitely going to be way harder to pull off. I mean, I've gotten the recognition and the attention, but in terms of pulling off like enough attention where it actually makes like a meaningful impact within this channel, like actually people sticking around. Now that's hard to say really, because this is one of those things where it's pretty much the equivalent of like blowing up the most TNT in Minecraft. It's so, I guess you could say general that many people have done it, but hopefully this project, since I've taken it as far as I am, and it's actually a completable project, I'm pretty sure it's going to get a lot more attention than if you just said, oh, I mined 30 million blocks of Minecraft. I mean, sure, that's one thing, but when you say you've mined an entire classic world, that's something else entirely. An entirely new beast. They really don't last that long. I mean, I've had my same phone right now. It's a replacement phone. It was only like $120, and it's lasted since 2018. It seems like it hasn't degraded in any shape or form. I mean, besides storage, storage is kind of a hard thing to come by with this phone. Luckily, I don't completely drain. I mean, I did completely drain it on complete, draining all the storage. It's like I have just enough storage to get by. Let me just say that on this phone. If I had any less, it would be pretty much almost unusable. But if I had more, it'd be overkill. Or if I had a little bit more, I could give myself a little bit of cushion. But if it was like 1.5 times more, it would be kind of overkill. But honestly, you can never not really have too much storage on a phone unless the price of the phone is that steep that the storage costs that much, then it wouldn't be worth it. But if the phone storage is, or if the extra storage isn't that much more expensive, then you really can't have enough. Yeah, I only have like 500 gigabytes on my computer, which I mean is fine for me. I don't really use that much storage. The only time I actually got kind of scared of using a bunch of storage was when I was making my time lapse, my 200-hour time lapse, when I downloaded a bunch of the live streams. That was a lot of gigabytes. It was like, I forgot how many gigabytes it was. I think it was at least 100 gigabytes, I'm pretty sure, of storage used up, or something insane like that. That's not even including the recording, like when I recorded off stream. I mean, I only had like 60 gigabytes on my computer, which it doesn't sound like that much, or it sounds like quite a bit, but 60 gigabytes really isn't that much for a computer, especially compared to like compared to how much you actually would use. I wonder if mobile processing power is really going to catch up with, I think CPU processing power is probably going to catch up to, or at least it could catch up to PC if we had better cooling. I don't think GPU will ever catch up with, I don't think GPU processing power will ever keep up with computers, but I think CPU will eventually if we have better cooling. Biggest house. Oh God, that was horrible. But biggest house. That's pretty interesting. Wonder what the big. Good luck with that one though, because that's quite the project there. Because I can't even imagine what kind of things people have built. I'm just gonna mention, you do know it takes like. Please tell me you're doing this in creative. Because I'm just saying it still takes hundreds and hundreds of hours just to reach the border in the overworld. I would think even in creative mode, it would still take hundreds and hundreds of hours. Okay, because doing that in survival would, I'm pretty sure would be impossible, let's be honest here, but I mean, it technically isn't impossible, but the amount of wood, if you're probably building in wood, I'm fairly certain. Getting 30 million wood on its own is already ridiculous. Good luck on that one, because it takes literally hundreds of hours just to go one direction from spawn point, in creative even. Unless you, actually no, actually I think you can use commands, but good luck not breaking the game. Commands may help, I don't know how much though. I don't know if you can do a command that goes from one side to another side of the world. I think it could be possible. But hopefully the game doesn't just break as soon as you do it. I don't know. I could underestimate Minecraft commands quite a bit. What if you just turn the entire world into a house? You'd have to mine the entire world though. Even in creative, that would still take forever, because I don't think you can do slash fill air the entire world. From the border at 0, 0. You're at 0, 0. One direction is 30 million. If you go the other direction, it's 30 million. The entire diameter of the world is 60 million. But the radius is, which is pretty much what you're starting at, is 30 million. Or from 0, 0, the radius up is 30 million. Now, if you go border to border, then yeah, that's 60 million. It's 60 million by 60 million. So if you wanted to create the entire world and put the entire world as a house, you could definitely do that. I don't know how the game would react if you tried something like that, but if you want to make the entire world a house, you might want to figure out a way to increase the world height. Because it wouldn't make much sense to make a house like that and then have the world height only 256. Better figure out a way to increase it dramatically, because there's no way, there's no way you can make a reasonably sized house from border to border without it making it look kind of ridiculous. Unless you want a really short house. Now you can really see the edge of the section. It's kind of weird how visible the border is on this section. Could be the lighting, I have no idea. Because lighting actually really affects these maps. It's really weird. That's pretty rare. I don't think I've actually. You know what's weird? I've had zombie spawners and stuff like that. Or zombie farms. And I have not actually seen a single zombie with a piece of diamond armor. Super weird. That I haven't actually seen one yet. I think it's like a 1 in 2,000. Or 1 in 1,000. Yeah. 1 in 1,100. 1,100. No. 1 in 1,250 chance. There we go. I think that's what it is. Or something ridiculous like that. Because it's like 1/8. Because it's a 0.008% chance for diamond armor to spawn. I think just one piece of diamond armor. That's like it's like a 5% chance to have enchantments on it. I think you just have to multiply that number by 20, so it's like a 1 in 20,000 and something chance. I think 1 in 25,000 chance, something like that, if you want a diamond armor, full diamond armor zombie. Actually, I think it's just a diamond armor with one piece of diamond armor. I have no clue how it works. The spawn rates with the armor and how each piece affects the rates, but I think it's a 50% chance for zombies to spawn. Or sorry, baby zombies. For 50% chance for baby zombies to spawn. I don't actually remember what the statistics are, but I have to remember that. Or is it 25% chance? I don't know. I could be entirely wrong on that one, for sure. See, I can look that up right now, actually. Okay, never mind. It's another 5% chance. Okay, so the chance of of a zombie being a baby is 5%. So you'd have to multiply that by another 20 times or something like that. Which is crazy because it's like a 1 in 400,000 chance for something like that to happen. Probably gets more insane than that. Nice. Definitely post a video on it. Just see what happens, really. I mean, you really have no reason not to. I mean, why not post one? See what happens. Say that you've reached 8 million deaths in Minecraft or something like that. As long as those deaths are somewhat within statistics, like you can actually show off, say, hey, I've mined or I've had 8,000 deaths in this game. Just do some footage. God dang it, that does not help my controller. Especially since it's probably gonna die by the end of this project, let's be honest here. It's probably gonna die by the end of this project. Wow, I did not realize both of these controllers were basically dead. Yeah, do a YouTube short on it. I kind of want to see that. That was going crazy for a second there. I was not. Oh god, here we go again. Temp Newton. I will take cake. Actually, I don't remember what I picked last time. Actually, no, I think I picked cake. I'd prefer cake over both of those. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take cake. It has been a while. When did you last join? It was before 75%. Or before, I think it was before the section of 75%. I think it was actually the section before that. I think it was the 30 million section if I remember correctly. Or was it even before that? I don't remember. I think it's crazy I've already spent 300 hours of streaming. From the time, from the start of the 75% section. 300 hours. Since the start of 75%. Which I guess isn't that bad. Because I literally cleared an entire section, part of another one, and a small little section in that given time period. Jesus Christ. That's a hard choice actually. I would probably take the low metabolism. Mainly because whatever I eat, at least it will stay in my body, or my appetite wouldn't just jump back up immediately as soon as I eat something. Or at least like 30 minutes after I eat something. It's gonna get even worse when I actually start like fitness things in general. It's like 1 block. Oh wait, no, these are just leftovers from earlier. 2 blocks. It's probably more. Yep, it's more. Sort around here. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, that was a few more. What is this? This is a weird structure, or a weird, fossil. I think cake is actually my least favorite dessert. Personally. I'll take almost any other dessert, in my opinion. Unless it's like an ice cream cake, but that's the only exception. But just cake only, I wouldn't really take it. That's kind of a, probably not. I mean, actually, what do they really? I think I would actually, Hermitcraft actually wouldn't be that bad. I think I would enjoy Hermitcraft. Now, I'm not 100% sure what their overarching theme is. Like, what do they really do? Like, I know I've seen some videos on it. I still don't know what their, like, overarching purpose is, really. Like, they may not even have an open arching, open arc, is it kind of like a free-for-all in Minecraft, almost in a way? Where, like, you kind of just build whatever, you kind of just create whatever. So I think I could have some pretty cool ideas with quarries. Make like a star pattern in a quarry or something like that. Like make shapes in the world. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then maybe build something within that shape. Build like a base. Or whatever, honestly. Like imagine what you could do. So imagine if you could build like a quarry, like a shape of a quarry, and then build like a base around it, or make a build completely like a glass roof with whatever you want in the inside. I think that would be kind of sick. You're basically terraforming the world, but you're making designs out of it. Kind of weird. If that makes sense. And you'd have to build them by hand because there's no way you can build a quarry like that with a miner with a quarry miner or a TNT duper. Not like that, at least. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I mean, you could if you made it big enough, but I wouldn't want to make a base that big, honestly. Maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to learn some redstone though, because I really don't know redstone that well, I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely learn redstone actually pretty well. Seriously, I really could. It just I know I definitely have the capability to learn redstone really well. How do I avoid burnout? Basically, I just fix everything externally outside of whatever I'm doing. So if I want to do something, I'll do it, but I have to fix everything else externally. Like I have to at least have some forward progress externally outside of this project. And then I can continue whatever, honestly. That's how I do it. I am doing alright. Uh, I just don't know how, if the joining would actually be a reasonable reward. Like, what would I get if I, join Hermitcraft? I mean, besides joining their server and stuff like that and building whatever, but the actual experience of joining their server. But, I mean, I'd probably get some good, oh, you mentioned that earlier. That's really unfortunate that your scooter got stolen. That's, I don't know. It's just, I mean, how much are scooters anyway? Hopefully it's not that big of a loss. Wait, how do you join Hermitcraft anyway? Is it kind of just like an invite thing where it's like, all right, we see your channel or we see whatever? Like, what are the qualifications to join something like to join Hermitcraft? Because apparently it's pretty hard to get into Hermitcraft. So I'm gonna be ending the stream in around 15 minutes, so. happy. I already drank water. Actually, I just recently drank water, so. I'm also gonna be ending the stream very soon, so. I mentioned that. Pretty short stream, but I mean, it's alright. Probably should save though. It's been a little while since I've saved. I've been drinking water more than. When I say ending the stream shortly, I literally mean in like 5 minutes. Yep, that's why I clarified. Exactly why I clarified it being 5 minutes. This time. I don't think I clarified it last time, which I probably should have, but what happened when I was I think it was no, not yesterday. I think it was the day before. Uh yeah, it was the day before, and when I was getting everything to layer 64, and I said at the last 3 layers that I'm gonna be ending this stream shortly, even though it ended up going for like another 1.5 to 2 hours. Or something like that. This time I clarified. Because I know I won't really have too much time to finish the next layer, or the next, I would get really close. It would actually be kind of sad seeing how close I was to finishing the last layer. I mean, I technically could if I went another hour, which is possible, but I'd rather not because I still have to eat and get ready for work, and I'm doing something right before anyway, so it's not like I have all the time in the world today to do this to finish this layer. Okay. Oh Jesus, wait. Before I forget, I'm going to forget this by tomorrow. Very certain. Okay, now I'm going to end the stream now. It was only 3 hours, but I mean 3 hours is still an okay amount of time, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys later.